In the life of a movie star, a happy marriage is a real rarity, especially if he is alone and for life. Fate presented the Italian beauty Sophia Loren with just such a gift, but at the cost of so many trials. I was struck by the fact that the love of the legend of Italian cinema and producer Carlo Ponti has survived half a century. A loving husband not only created his Galatea, making her a celebrity, but also showered his beloved with precious gifts. An awkward, thin girl from an Italian village dreamed of becoming an actress, and as a teenager she participated in some auditions, beauty contests, and at the age of 15, luck smiled on her. In Naples, the young girl was recognized as the most beautiful and charming of all the participants. It was then that the famous producer, 38-year-old Carlo Ponti, drew attention to the big-eyed, bright, incredibly feminine Sofia Shikolone, who didn't even have earrings, even the simplest ones, not to mention decent jewelry. The master graciously offered Sofia cooperation. She will be able to get into the world of cinema if she obeys her mentor, and without question. It will lose extra pounds and also tame a sharp, longish nose. Oh, and the girl flushed after these words from a man she didn't know. She boldly replied that she would not alter her own appearance for anything and never. And if he needs it so much, let him cut himself off, whatever he wants. And she left without regrets. Ponti stood stunned by such bravado. He couldn't forget Sophia. She conquered him once and for all. Yes, an interesting fact is that the pseudonym Sophia Loren was invented for the aspiring actress by another producer, considering her surname not too euphonious. By the way, that's how the Italian star is abbreviated, Sophie, only in Russia, and nowhere else. So, in the early 1950s, Carlo Ponti and Sophia Loren became close friends. The producer immediately took up the sculpting of Galatea, etiquette teachers, a fashion and makeup course for a temperamental provincial woman. Everything was not in vain. An expert in the world of the film industry even bought the first daring paintings of Sophia, where she appeared completely naked in front of the public. The wheel of the production machine spun, and a mutual feeling broke out between them. But alas, Carlo Ponti was married for a long time. The actress and her teacher appeared everywhere together and did not hide their ardent passion. The lover generously showered the young woman with jewelry. And now, once upon a time, a poor penniless girl shone in a movie party with a magnificent necklace on a swan's neck. White gold inlaid with transparent diamonds is intricately decorated in elegant curls. And two strands of beautiful pearls create a luxurious contrast of dark and light shades. The mink coat combined with jewelry looked royal. A gorgeous emerald ring of considerable size echoed a wonderful diamond necklace studded with gems. Purple, passionate, aristocratic rubies and sky blue sapphires from Bulgaria with a cool icicle were among the artist's favorite stones. Of course, not all Deva's jewels are gifts from a lover. Some incredibly expensive jewelry companies provided the actress as a presentation on the red carpet. Sophia Loren bought a lot of things herself, so she always adored jewelry masterpieces from the Italian brand Damiani, especially the dazzling diamonds. And she remained faithful to the masters of this company for many years, even when the youngest son of the star, also Carlo Ponti, got married. The wedding rings were chosen, of course, from Damiani and in no other way. So, I will return to the moment when Sophia and Carlo decided to become husband and wife. But alas, the Pope and the Vatican in his person did not want to give a divorce to a producer who had an affair with a frivolous person. Without hesitation, the lovers rushed to distant Mexico, where Carlo Ponti was able to get a divorce and immediately marry Sophia Loren. Alas, they were disappointed at home. The Catholic Church did not recognize the hasty divorce as legal, and the man was accused of bigamy. And only after a while, having spent a lot of effort and nerves, having experienced gossip and shame, they were able to solve a difficult situation. Both the ex-wife and our heroes had to take French citizenship to begin with. As the years passed, the couple were happy. The brilliant Sophia wore the best outfits and adored the majestic diamond sets from Bulgaria. After all, they contained magical emeralds. Especially wonderful, in my opinion, is a necklace and a pendant with a huge stone. And drop earrings with green tears of the forest go so well to the dark eyes of the famous Italian. I can't even believe that at the beginning of her career, one of the magazines described the actress as a scary-looking woman. Like she's a bit fat, and her nose is kind of bird-like, and her teeth are crooked, and her forehead is low, inelegant. But for all that, how divinely beautiful she is. Despite the fact that the couple had been living without children for a long time, Sofia gave her husband 2 long-awaited sons. Carlo Ponti tirelessly followed his beloved muse. After all, he was the one who made her a global celebrity. In 2007, heaven took away the only man in the life of a movie star. A few months after his death, exactly half a century has passed since their happy marriage and creative union. Well, Sophia Loren's husband's gifts will be worn until the last breath of her life. In an interview, talking about her marriage, she advised, "Marry an honest and loving husband, if of course you like me are lucky enough to encounter such a thing. In order for 2 people to be one in a marriage, there must be love, friendship, trust, respect, and humor. These are the ingredients of a successful marriage." Of course, in every marriage, even she had ups and downs, but if you really believe in your union, you need to work for it. Then you can really spend your whole life together. In 2014, she published her autobiography Yesterday, Today, Tomorrow, My Life, which provides a panoramic overview of her legendary acting career and equally wonderful personal life. In the book, she admitted that she almost allowed herself to be carried away by the ardent romantic proposals of Cary Grant. At that time, she was 22 years old, and Grant was 52 years old. He was already in his 3rd marriage when he became infatuated with Sophia and begged her to marry him. He was a wonderful man, the most elegant and charming man I've ever met. Stunningly beautiful, the man who stopped your breathing when he entered the room. He had a great sense of style when it came to how he dressed and how he behaved at social events. He was also very romantic. This one was the one who would send you hundreds of flowers at a time. Surprisingly, she had the courage and wisdom to remain faithful to her fiancé. In her book, she wrote, "I won't deny that Cary Grant's courtship left me in a state of confusion, but I intended to start a family with Carlo. My decision was the right one."